This story is taking over YouTube right now. A family says they trusted a Lego resale store with a rare Star Wars collection worth somewhere between $80,000 and $200,000. Then the store changed hands. A YouTuber got involved. Police got involved. Lawsuits followed. And suddenly, a private consignment dispute over Lego became one of the strangest internet scandals of the year. But this is not just about toys. It is about trust, money, internet justice, and the dangerous moment when millions of viewers decide they already know who the villain is. So what really happened? Was a family wronged? Did a company become the target of a distorted online story? Or is the truth somewhere between the viral videos, the court filings, the police reports, and the pieces no one can agree on? The story begins with Brian Mansell and his father's Lego Star Wars collection. According to reports and public statements, this was not a few boxes in a closet. It was a large, rare collection built over years, with sets and minifigures valuable enough to make serious collectors pay attention. Once people hear $200,000 in Lego, they stop thinking about toys. They start thinking about property, contracts, and betrayal. The Mansell family says the collection was placed with a Bricks and Minifigs location in Oregon under a consignment arrangement. In simple terms, the store could sell items from the collection, the family would receive its share, and anything unsold would remain theirs. At least, that is the claim at the center of the dispute. Then the store changed hands. And that is where everything became messy. The family's side, repeated and amplified online by YouTuber Reckless Ben, is that the collection was not properly returned, not fully accounted for, and not paid out the way it should have been. The allegation is powerful because anyone can understand it. A family trusted a store with something valuable, and when they tried to get answers, they did not get the Lego or the money they believed they were owed. But Bricks and Minifigs has pushed back hard. The company says the viral narrative is misleading in that the situation involves records, spreadsheets, former franchise operations, disputed inventory, and a transition that was far more complicated than viewers online may realize. The company has also said it wants to sit down with Brian Mansell, review documents, and resolve anything unaccounted for. So before the internet even enters the story, there are already two very different frames. One side says, a family lost a valuable collection. The other side says, the viral story leaves out crucial facts. Then Reckless Ben entered the picture. Ben Schneider, known online as Reckless Ben, built his reputation on investigations, confrontations, stunts, and stories that unfold almost like live documentaries. When he took on the Mansell family's Lego dispute, the case did not stay quiet. It became content. He released videos accusing Bricks and Minifigs of failing to honor the consignment arrangement and refusing to make the family whole. He confronted people connected to the company. He used satire, public pressure, court filings, signs, banners, and direct action. And the internet reacted exactly the way the internet usually reacts. Fast. Emotionally. Loudly. But real cases are rarely that clean. This is where the story changes from a Lego dispute into a question about internet justice. Because online pressure can expose something real. It can also destroy people before the facts are settled. And sometimes it can do both at the same time. Bricks and Minifigs says the campaign led to harassment, threats, review bombing, and harm to franchise owners and employees who may have had nothing to do with the original dispute. Reckless Ben and his supporters see it differently. They argue that public pressure was necessary because, without it, the Mansell family would still be ignored. That is the uncomfortable part. If you are still watching, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to Listen in the Dark. It helps the channel keep covering strange true stories, internet scandals, real crime, and mysteries where the truth is not as simple as the headline. Then police entered the story. Not because American Fork Police in Utah were investigating the Lego dispute itself. They made that clear. Their role, according to police, was not to decide who was right about the consignment issue in Oregon. Their role was to respond to conduct happening in their city. Reckless Ben had traveled to Utah, where company leadership and people connected to the new franchise ownership were based. He tried to serve papers, confront individuals, and push the story forward. Police say some of that conduct crossed legal lines. He was arrested and later faced misdemeanor charges including stalking and targeted residential picketing. Ben disputes the way police and the company describe his actions. He argues he was trying to pursue legal action, serve documents, and expose what he believed was wrongdoing. Again, two frames. One says, a YouTuber was arrested while trying to help a family get justice. The other says, a content creator crossed from investigation into harassment. Depending on which clip you saw first, you may already think you know which version is true. That is why this case exploded. But it also has unfinished facts. There are lawsuits still moving. There are disputed records. There are claims that have not been proven in court. There are accusations on both sides. And there are real people whose lives are now attached to a public story judged by millions of strangers. One of the newest developments made the scandal even bigger. Bricks and Minifigs announced that it was closing the Salem, Oregon location connected to the controversy and parting ways with franchise owners involved in the dispute. That does not automatically prove the viral allegations. It does not automatically prove the company was wrong about everything. But it shows how serious the fallout has become. Because now the question is larger than, where did the Lego go? Now it is, who controls the story? Can a YouTuber pressure a company into action? Can a company use the courts to stop a viral investigation? Can online audiences help a wronged family, or do they become a mob before evidence is tested? If the Mansell family is right, this is a nightmare, a valuable collection built over years, placed in someone else's hands, and then lost inside a maze of franchise changes, missing records, disputed inventory, and unanswered questions. If Bricks and Minifigs is right, this is also a nightmare, a complicated business dispute simplified into a viral accusation, spreading faster than documents can explain, with employees and unrelated owners taking damage for a story they may not control. And if both sides are partly right, the case becomes even more disturbing. Because that would mean the internet did what it always does. It turned a messy human dispute into a war between heroes and villains. Lego is supposed to be simple. A brick clicks into another brick. A model comes together piece by piece. But this case is the opposite. Every new piece changes the picture. And somewhere in the center is a family that says it just wants the collection, the money, or the truth. Maybe a court will sort out who owed what, who knew what, and who misrepresented what. Maybe the documents will show the viral version was too simple. Maybe they will show the family had every reason to be angry. Maybe the final answer will be unsatisfying, because legal truth and internet truth are not always the same thing. But right now, the scandal keeps growing because it hits something very modern. But reality often arrives as spreadsheets, contracts, court dates, receipts, and statements no one wants to read. So was this a family fighting to recover what was theirs? Was this a company trying to survive a wave of online rage? Or was it both? Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to Listen in the Dark for more strange true stories, real cases, internet scandals, and mysteries that make you question what you think you know. Because the most unsettling part of this story is not that people are fighting over Lego. It is that the pieces are still on the table. And nobody agrees on what they build.